Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest World Tutorials. I am Coach CCC, and in this video we're going to go over the new weapon. So that is going to be the Paw Mitten. So you're going to be able to see this weapon right over here on these two characters. So yes, I actually did get two of these. Pretty much got them through banner tickets that I got through mileage points, and also through the Valentine present quest. So pretty much yeah, that actually was quite good getting this particular weapon. This is actually going to be very useful for the upcoming new alchemy quest, and also for the newest or the latest Hokora ruler, which is going to be the chocolate statue. So with that said, I now want to go ahead and break this weapon down. So right over here, so here this is going to have an attack power of 179, and then going into detail as you level this particular weapon up. At level 1 you're going to have +5 attack power if this is equipped on a god hand. Also at level 1 +1% to critical hit rate if this is equipped on a demon. Then over here at level 33, you're going to get +5% damage to inanimate type enemies. And also at level 36, you're going to have, again, +5% damage to inanimate type enemies as well. Then at level 40, going to have +12 to attack power if you have expertise with this weapon. And then at level 45, going to have +5 dual wielding weapon and physical technique damage if you have dual wielding. So pretty much if this is equipped on a demon, which it actually is. So that's going to be this particular stats for this particular weapon. So now I want to go ahead and break down or go over the actual abilities. So here, going to go ahead into a battle. So here I'll actually just go right into this battle over here. So here with the two characters that I have, you're going to see that the buffs that they have on. So the buff that you're going to see for both of them are going to be the one from the second to the left. That is going to be one called Wall Breaker. So with Wall Breaker, this is going to cost 2% of your max MP. And what it does is at the start of the battle, the wielder gains the Inanimate Damage plus debuff, which gives them an effect of 2.2 times the damage toward inanimate type enemies. That's going to last 4 turns. Then right next to it, you're going to see another buff as well, pretty much right next to the last two, so the third and fourth buff. This is actually going to be called Kai Shin Princess, which is critical hit princess. This is going to cost 14 MP, and what it does is at the start of the battle, the wielder's critical hit rate is increased, and when Chocolate Fist or Cat Uppercut has a critical hit, the enemy's defense is lowered, ignoring resistances. So pretty much that's going to be the actual sudden activation abilities that we have. So now I want to actually go over the abilities that this has. So here going to be the first one going to be right over here. This is going to be Ashibarai, which is leg sweep. So this is actually going to cost 4 MP. And what it does 120% physical technique damage to one enemy and has a chance of knocking them down. So here I'm going to try it on this enemy here, the Duck's Bill. So, oh, actually, yes, I actually did knock it down. So that's actually, you can see from that debuff there. So now what I want to do is actually go to the next ability. Okay, so now back with my other demon here, and the next ability that I want to go over is going to be right over here. This is going to be Chocolate Fist. So with Chocolate Fist, this is going to cost 59 MP, and what it does 730% physical technique damage to all enemies with a chance to knock them down and lower defenses. and you also recover 10 MP for each enemy defeated by this skill. If the enemies are actually inanimate type enemies, this does 780% of physical damage to the enemy, and they are unable to guard nor evade this attack. So here going to be like this. So over here, you can actually see that the enemies here actually do have their defenses lowered. One actually has them lowered just by 1 rank, while others have them by 2 ranks. So that's how effective that this ability is. So I want to now go over the next ability. So now back with my other demon here. This is going to be the last ability that I want to go over, or that this weapon has. So this is going to be Naoka Upper, which is going to be Cat Uppercut. So with this does 930% physical technique damage to one enemy, with a chance of knocking them down and lowering their defenses. So this does 1150% physical technique damage to inanimate type enemies, which they are unable to guard nor evade. So I'm going to go ahead and do it on this Death Flutter over here. So they're defeated. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything for that particular weapon. Okay, so that was all the abilities of the Paw Mitten. So pretty much with this particular weapon, it's pretty much with the timing that is coming out. Usually if you have a weapon coming out around the same time as specific enemies or specific quests, that's going to be the weapon to use. So in this case, this is going to be the weapon to use against the chocolate statue Hokora ruler, and this is also the weapon going to be used against the for the new alchemy journey, which is actually going to feature inanimate type enemies. So this weapon is going to be very useful against those type of enemies. Not only that, also we've had the most recent underworld perfume items as well. So the silvering enemy that appears in that particular part of the game, so that actually is also an inanimate type enemy. So this weapon actually would be very effective against that, especially with lowering defenses. So pretty much with this, having 2 of these, and plus this as well, the Aqua Dragon Dagger, fighting against the Silverine, that actually would be very effective. So definitely with this particular team, I will be using it against that, and then also the chocolate statues. So pretty much, like I said, is for that particular part of the game. So in terms of, let's say, regular field battles, you can see that it actually did okay. But like I said, here in this case, they have no damage toward actual metal type enemies. So that's actually one thing that is not so great about this particular weapon. So you can't really use it in a field battle, especially if you're trying to level and also deal damage to metal type enemies. You're going to actually need a weapon that's going to do damage to metal type enemies. So pretty much this weapon is definitely going to be very effective for the specific task of taking out inanimate type enemies. So definitely you want to use it for that. If you don't have another weapon that's going to be good for field battles, if you have this weapon, I mean, you can just use it. But if you have weapons that are going to deal damage to metal type enemies, you probably want to use something other than this particular weapon. But definitely you're going to see this weapon being used in a couple of videos coming soon, so definitely keep your eye on those videos. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So the next video that I'll do is actually going to be for the chocolate statue Hogar ruler, so please stay tuned for that. But going to end this video here, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.